Greetings, everyone. So tonight I'm going to talk about narcissistic supply, and I'm also going to talk about narcissistic spiral, but it's mostly going to be about narcissistic supply. And yeah. Okay, so narcissists, as all of us know, are not loyal. They are not loyal in any shape or form. They are not good friends. They are not good lovers. Well, I mean, they might be a good lover, but as far as being loyal as a girlfriend, boyfriend, or something like that, or, whatever your thing is, boyfriend, girlfriend, they're not loyal. They're not loyal at all. However, they are very good at pretending they are loyal. And they are they love to profess that they got you and all this kind of stuff. But really, in the end, it's a show. And then if you're in a situation, they're not going to be there for you. So narcissistic supply is very interesting because I can't remember one of the narcissist channels talked about, I think it was Allie Matthews, I could be wrong, but how narcissists, like, you're the battery and you fuel them. I can't remember who talked about it, but it could be Allie. Narcissistic supply, it is many things. It's many different things. Excuse me. Now, when I was younger, I always used to think to myself, this person's a user. All they want is to use me for whatever reason. And definitely narcissistic people can be put into that category because they are not authentic. They have no care about your welfare. They don't truly want to be there for you. They don't want to be kind to you. Honestly, it doesn't matter what you're going through. They don't care. The only reason that they have you in his or her life or their lives is for what they can get from you. So that's where narcissistic supply comes in. Narcissistic supply can be so many things. Narcissistic supply could be, okay, you are going to be my built-in babysitter. I personally went through this. You're going to be my live-in nanny. Because having you around, whether it's a new relationship or whether it is an established relationship, they are assessing you, collecting information, because that's what they do, data collection. I'm going to pretend I'm the narcissist. What can I get from Jody? What can I get from Manuel? What can I get from Sonny? And especially when you meet a narcissist for the first time or you're just getting to know them, they are slowly assessing you and asking you a lot of questions. One, for blackmail. And two, in asking you a lot of questions, they're tabulating to see what they can use you for in the future. That's narcissistic supply. What can you get for them? So, I'm probably not the best person to give advice when you're meeting new people, because I've been through so much. I cut so many people out of my life, and I'm okay with it. But you get to where you just don't, it's hard to trust, and I'm really working on this. But I was going to say, when you meet a person for the first time or they're new in your life, and they're asking you a whole shitload of questions, just be a little bit careful. I mean, like, a person that's not a narcissist is going to ask you questions. But if they're just drilling you like you're in the military, or you're like at a university, or, like when you're in a university and you're taking a really intense class and they're drilling the crap out of you. If you're around a person that's asking you that many questions, you really should be a little on edge there. Or another one, and this actually goes under narcissistic supply. So, it's narcissistic supply, but it also goes into pushing boundaries. I have found, when meeting more toxic or narcissistic people, they will ask you like the most crazy kind of questions when you don't even know them. Like, let me see. I don't know. Let me think here. Let's say you just met this person at the bus stop. And you exchange phone numbers, you're talking on the phone. It's like your third conversation with them. And they're asking you how long you've been renting your apartment. That's some creepy stuff right there. That's creepy. So maybe it's a person that is looking for your fake friendship so they can move in with you. Or it could be a narcissist partner who's trying to find a free place to stay. So, pushing boundaries definitely goes under narcissistic supply. Okay, so this time you guys would be proud of me. I wrote a few notes. So narcissistic supply comes in so many, and this won't be the first time I talk about this. Attention. They have to have attention all the time. And you'll see the difference between a more narcissistic person and somebody who's just being a ham. Because, we all like to have attention sometimes. All of us do. But if it's like this complete void or abyss, that it's never enough. It's never enough. They need more. They need more. They need more. They're never satisfied. Like, I was one of the first narcissists that I, had interactions with. Really weird stuff happened with this person. And I didn't know what was going on. And I'm like, man, like, this person never gets enough attention. And she was doing some real crazy things. And it's because they can never fill themselves up. Like, they don't have inside of them what a more healthy person does. And I'm not saying, like, we all have a little of something. I mean, we're living in a weird, destructive, we're living in a destructive earth here. But it's just like throwing like a pebble into the ocean. No, that's not right. Like it's never filled. So a person who is more healthy or has a good self-esteem and really truly does feel good about themselves inside without having to seek attention from other people or narcissistic supply in other ways and seeking it externally, they won't need to have like constant attention all the time. You know, like how I'm not a mother, but you know how you've got your infant, like your little bitty baby who's hungry, they need their bottle or the breast milk. You know, like you may have like a full-grown narcissist adult who acts like a baby that needs attention all the time. It's really, it will drain you. It will drain you. Another form of narcissistic supply is praise. And when I tell you they need praise, like they need praise every minute of the day from everybody. Because they're not filled up inside. And it's different from a person that's like got a healthier self-esteem. Everybody likes compliments sometimes. All of us do. All of us do. But it's just like this incessant need. They got to be praised and praised and praised and praised. Another form of narcissistic supply is sex. So if you are, let's say you're into a romantic relationship with a narcissist. You've only been with them for like maybe 1 or 2 months. Let's just say it's a new relationship. And you don't know a lot about narcissism. You're just you're green in that area. Or you're young. And your sex life with this person is just like phenomenal. It's like out of this world. But they they distance themselves from you when it's not relating to sex. Or they might kind of ghost you, or they don't really pay attention to your text messages. So that's because you're dealing with a narcissistic person, and sex is one of their narcissistic supplies, right? Money. Money is another form of narcissistic supply. And not all narcissists have a lot of money. A lot of them are like those kind of like deadbeats that we see living with their mother or living in somebody's basement. You know, no offense to people who live in people's basements. We all been through hard times. But I mean, like, or you might even have, another, like a narcissist that's not a wealthy narcissist, but they like to get money from other people. Like they use other people to get money for whatever reason. Oh, hey bro, you got like $10 on you? Or, you know, and it's, I think with narcissistic supply, it's like a constant. Usually it's a constant. Okay, another. Titles. They love titles. And I'm to the point now in my life where I'm so, what's the word? Hesitant or just standoffish with people with a lot of titles, or that they stress their title a lot. And, you know, a lot of people have various titles because of what kind of work they do or their business. And no shade to all those people. But narcissists put a huge emphasis on these things. I'm an expert. I'm an expert. I'm an expert. I'm an expert. They have to have all eyes on them. So that goes to, in the very beginning, you know, attention. And attention can be given in different ways. So you might have a more somatic narcissist that has to get a lot of plastic surgeries, they have to have this, their makeup has to be perfect. They're always at the gym like 6 or 7 times a week. And yes, we know there are people that are like gym rats, like I used to be a gym rat, but they're healthy, you know, they're somewhat healthy, but it's always about how they look, their appearance. So, you know, I'm saying all eyes on them. It could be like the attention could be, for their looks, Or their attention could be, I'm a professor and, I went to this prestigious university and, I'm tenured and, and they talk as if they're above you and that they're smarter than you and they know more than you, like that. Virtue signaling. It's another form of narcissistic supply. I saw this a lot when I was working in nonprofit. And I might share my work history one day. I don't know if I want to. But I can just say that I worked in a lot of nonprofit kind of work. And there were a lot of narcissistic type people, which is kind of surprising. But there are a lot of narcissistic type people working in nonprofit. And they virtue signal. So, and not just... That's not just in nonprofit. I've seen that a lot with celebrities, and I'm not ditching all the celebrities that do good works. That's good to, get back to the community. But when they always have to have attention for something that they're doing that should be out of their, kindness of their heart, I don't trust it. Oh yeah, I helped this homeless guy with his dog last week. And, we were able to get him into a new house. And if it's over the top, like it's constant, like I got a book that I'm selling and I'm trying to help all these victims, look what I did for you. You guys know who I'm talking about. That's virtue signaling. Because if a person is truly authentic and more empathic in nature, they don't need anybody to know about all the good they're doing. You just are, right? It's not that once in a blue moon you might not say, oh, I had this client and I helped this, single mother of 3 get into a house. It made me feel so good, but it's not like you're not constantly all day long. I did this, you got a megaphone. I did this. I'm such a great person. That's like not to be trusted. I got books. Narcissistic spiral. I'm going to touch a little bit on this, but I'm going to probably make another video for this because there's just a lot to it. And I'll definitely be making more videos on narcissistic supply. Narcissistic spiral is when, and these are for the more malignant type narcissists, when they spiral, they really lose control. And, narcissists come, there's all different kinds of narcissists. Highly recommend listening to Dr. Ramani. I just finished her book, It's Not You. Really good book. But a narcissistic spiral is when a narcissist, whatever it is that they feel like they're controlling, like their narcissistic supply, if it's not collapsing, but because that's a collapse in a narcissist, but like if it's fading away or if people are finding out that they're not who they really said they were, they always project everything that they think and they feel onto other people, and it causes what is called a narcissistic spiral. And it can show itself in many different ways. It can be for, not to pick on all these celebrities, because I don't think all celebrities are narcissists. Some of them are, but let's just say you had like a famous pop star, like a female pop star, and everybody just thought she was just the most beautiful. She has the best music, and she's this great, amazing singer. And her fans start to find out that she's not who she professed to be or to show to them. Let's say she can't sing for shit, right? Let's just say she, not all pop stars need to be singers, but let's just say that was the hook. she was trying to let everybody know that she's this great singer and she really wasn't. Well, because that's part of her narcissistic persona or her mask, she's going to lose it. And you might like see really crazy headlines, even though most of it's propaganda, but you might see like a headline, oh, Rashana loses her house, or, you know, some crazy thing, or, you know, she loses her temper on a reporter or something like that. But that's because the whole false persona that she is putting out there is falling apart, and she freaking is losing her shit because people are seeing that she's not what she really tried to show herself to be. And like I said, there's just so many ways a narcissist can spiral. They can start with the... I always forget. Let me think here. I don't know why I always forget this, but like when they start putting out all kinds of bad smear campaign. I don't know why I always forget that. When they start putting out like a lot of negative information about you, usually it's not even true, but they're doing this because they're losing control of the narrative and they don't want anybody else to know who they truly are, for one. So in order to control this false narrative that they have going, this false persona, they conduct smear campaigns. So that's it with that. And also very important to note is that the narcissistic mask is falling off. So definitely going to cover more with the narcissistic supply, and down the road I'll do more on the spiral. But the spiral, there's a lot to the spiral. It can be shown in many ways. It could come out in a... Man, I'm forgetting words today. Silent treatment. It could come out in silent treatment. It could come out in like complete rage. And depending on the narcissist, you might want to be careful. Like, it just depends. Because they're losing control, and it's a false narrative. Anytime you have a false narrative, it's going to be easier for it to fall apart. So that's it for that, you guys. And I'm going to be making some more of these. I hope that you guys can benefit from them. Have a wonderful day or a night wherever you are. Peace.